Welcome back to the channel, Coin Enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of US dimes. And not just any dimes, but the top 7 most expensive and valuable Roosevelt dimes ever discovered. These tiny coins may look ordinary, but some of them are worth thousands, even millions of dollars. From rare mint errors to high-grade treasures, we'll uncover what makes these coins so special and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for them. So grab your magnifying glass, because you might just have one of these rare gems hiding in your pocket change. Let's get started. First up in the 1981 D Roosevelt dime, though seemingly an ordinary piece of pocket change, holds an intriguing place in the world of U.S. numismatics. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the distinctive D mint mark, this dime features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His profile faces left, showcasing a strong yet dignified expression that symbolizes resilience and hope. Surrounding his portrait, the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" reinforce the coin's historical and patriotic significance. The date, 1981, appears neatly at the base, and the Denver Mint mark sits just beside Roosevelt's neck, marking its origin from the Rocky Mountain state. The reverse design of this dime is equally symbolic, displaying 3 important elements: the torch, the olive branch, and the oak branch, all integral to the American ideal. The torch represents enlightenment and liberty, a guiding light for freedom across the globe. Flanking the torch, the olive branch stands for peace, while the oak branch conveys strength and victory. Surrounding these elements are the inscriptions "United States of America" and the denomination "1 dime", with the motto "E pluribus unum" placed prominently across the center. This Latin phrase, meaning "out of many, one", embodies the unity of the states under one nation, making the dime not just a piece of metal, but a compact expression of American values. In general circulation, the 1981 D dime might seem like just another coin in your change jar, but for collectors, certain varieties and error strikes can transform this modest coin into a treasure worth thousands, even millions, under the right circumstances. Most standard 1981 D dimes are composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy and weigh 2.27 grams, with a diameter of 17.9 millimeters. Yet, what elevates some examples above the rest are unique errors or exceptional mint conditions that make them desirable rarities in the market. Coins struck on wrong planchets, double die obverse or reverse errors, off-center strikes, or those with missing elements can fetch astronomical prices at auction. Condition is king in numismatics, and the grade of a 1981 D dime can make all the difference. Coins in extra fine, XF, condition or higher already command a premium over their face value, but mint state, MS, examples, especially those graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, are considered elite. Such coins exhibit sharp details, brilliant luster, and virtually no signs of wear. A single high-grade specimen can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you add in a dramatic mint error, the value can skyrocket into 5 or 6 figures, making it a dream find for collectors and investors alike. The rarity of error coins from this era lies in their accidental nature. For example, a Roosevelt dime struck on a foreign coin planchet or with a misaligned die could slip through quality control and enter circulation unnoticed. Today, these anomalies are hunted down by keen-eyed collectors who know their worth. In some extreme cases, coins featuring dramatic double dies or incorrect lettering can sell for sums that would astonish the average person. This is why experts advise never to dismiss an old coin without a closer look. Hidden treasures might be sitting in your pocket change or a forgotten jar in your home. Market demand for rare dimes has grown exponentially in recent years, fueled by a surge in coin collecting and online auction platforms. Collectors and investors recognize that coins like the 1981 D Roosevelt dime, in rare forms, are more than just metal. They are tangible assets with historical value. While most circulated examples might only bring a modest premium, the upper echelon of rare varieties attracts fierce bidding wars. Record-setting prices often make headlines, reinforcing the allure of these tiny but mighty collectibles. Imagine finding a dime that sells for tens of thousands of dollars. It's no longer just pocket change. It's a life-changing discovery. One of the reasons these coins can reach such staggering prices is the emotional and historical connection they carry. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor the late president who championed the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. This enduring legacy adds sentimental value, making the series a favorite among collectors. The 1981 D issue, though not part of a special commemorative set, stands out for its placement in the pre-modern era of U.S. coinage, right before significant design changes and technological advancements in minting. For enthusiasts, this period represents a sweet spot, modern enough to be accessible, yet old enough to be collectible. What truly makes the hunt for a valuable 1981 D dime thrilling is the element of surprise. Most people would never suspect that a coin worth just 10 cents could command hundreds or thousands of dollars. And yet, the coin market thrives on such possibilities. Stories of individuals finding rare error dimes in circulation continue to inspire treasure hunters. Whether it's a dime with a dramatic die crack, a rotated die error, or a missing clad layer, these oddities can transform an everyday object into a coveted prize. It's this unpredictability that keeps collectors passionate and constantly searching. Beyond its monetary value, owning a rare 1981 D dime is a matter of prestige and pride. It symbolizes patience, knowledge, and a connection to history that few hobbies can match. Coin collecting isn't just about profit. It's about preserving a piece of the past, a physical link to the nation's story. Each dime tells a tale of craftsmanship, economy, and design evolution, making it far more than a simple transaction token. For those who truly appreciate numismatics, these coins represent art, history, and heritage in the palm of your hand. In conclusion, while the average 1981 D Roosevelt dime might be worth just face value, rare varieties and error coins can command jaw-dropping sums, turning ordinary change into extraordinary fortune. From its intricate design honoring Franklin D. Roosevelt to its hidden potential for rarity, this dime remains one of the most fascinating pieces in American coinage. If you come across a 1981 D dime, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You could be holding a small fortune. In the ever-evolving world of coin collecting, the tiniest details make the biggest difference, and sometimes, a humble dime can truly change your life. Next up in the Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing pieces ever minted, the 1982 D Roosevelt dime. This small coin, often overlooked in daily transactions, carries an incredible legacy. It features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II secured him a place in history. But what makes this dime so captivating is not just the face on the front. It's the story behind it, the details engraved on its surface, and the astronomical values these coins can reach in today's market. The obverse side of the 1982 D Roosevelt dime displays Roosevelt's profile facing left, embodying strength and resilience. Surrounding his portrait is the word liberty positioned boldly, a reminder of the American ideal. To the left of the portrait, we find the motto, "In God We Trust," a phrase that symbolizes the nation's faith and perseverance. Just beneath, the date, 1982, is struck clearly, with the Denver Mint's iconic D mint mark, representing the mint where this historic piece was produced. While most dimes are worth only 10 cents, some rare variations of the 1982 D Roosevelt dime have reached values that can shock even seasoned collectors. On the reverse, the coin becomes even more symbolic and impressive. At the center stands a torch, radiating light, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These three symbols are powerful in meaning: peace, liberty, and strength. Above this imagery lies the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many, one, celebrating the unity of the American states. Encircling these elements is the proud declaration, United States of America, along with the denomination one dime. This perfect combination of symbolism and artistry transforms an everyday coin into a miniature work of art steeped in national pride. Now, why is the 1982 D Roosevelt dime considered so valuable and rare? It all comes down to a combination of factors: historical significance, mintage variations, and condition. During 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major shift by discontinuing the use of mint marks on certain coins for a short period, which created some fascinating anomalies. Although most 1982 D dimes bear the mint mark, rare variations exist without it. These error coins are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, of dollars for them in high-grade conditions. When you add in the demand for pristine, uncirculated examples, the price skyrockets even further. Collectors and investors alike prize the 1982 D dime because of its potential to deliver unimaginable returns. In the open market, a regular circulated dime from this year might be worth only its face value. But if you happen to own a high-grade specimen certified by a reputable grading company, you could be looking at a price tag ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars. And for the ultra-rare no mint mark error coin, the value can climb into the five-figure range. These coins have been known to bring in small fortunes at auctions, turning ordinary pocket change into life-changing payouts. Imagine discovering one of these gems in an old jar of coins, a forgotten drawer, or even in your daily change. This is not just a collector's fantasy. It happens more often than you might think. Stories circulate of lucky individuals who stumbled upon these rare dimes and cashed in big. What sets the 1982 D Roosevelt dime apart is its deceptive simplicity. It looks just like every other dime, but its rarity lies in the subtle details only an expert eye would catch. That's why knowledge is power in coin collecting. The more you know, the better your chances of striking gold, literally, in this case. But the true magic of these coins isn't just in their monetary value. It's in the story they tell. Each 1982 D dime carries with it the history of an era marked by change and progress. From Roosevelt's enduring legacy to the minting practices of the early 1980s, these coins are artifacts of a time when America was embracing innovation and resilience. For collectors, owning such a piece is like holding a slice of history in your hand, a tangible connection to the past that only grows more precious as the years go by. When it comes to condition, every detail matters. Coins graded as extra fine, almost uncirculated, or mint state command the highest premiums. An uncirculated 1982 D dime, shimmering with its original luster, is a sight to behold. Such coins can easily outshine their circulated counterparts, making them the crown jewels of any collection. And let's not forget that even small imperfections or unique variations, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or the absence of a mint mark, can amplify the value exponentially. The 1982 D dime apart is its element of surprise. Unlike large gold coins or commemorative issues, this dime was meant for everyday use. Millions of them circulated unnoticed, making it a humble yet powerful reminder that rarity often hides in the most unexpected places. For those who cherish numismatics, this is the ultimate thrill, the idea that a simple coin, sitting in your pocket or passed down from a family collection, could hold the key to a small fortune. Every time you examine a dime from this era, you're not just checking its date and mint mark, you're opening the door to endless possibilities. So, before you dismiss that handful of coins as spare change, take a closer look. The 1982 D Roosevelt dime could be your gateway to wealth and history. From its artistic design to its rare variations and record-breaking auction prices, this coin represents the heart of American coin collecting, a mix of mystery, beauty, and unimaginable value. Who knows? The next great discovery could be sitting in your coin jar right now, waiting for you to uncover its secret and turn an ordinary moment into an extraordinary one. The market for rare coins is booming, and pieces like the 1982 D Roosevelt dime are at the forefront of this surge. Collectors from around the globe are competing fiercely to acquire these elusive treasures, driving prices higher every year. If you own one, consider having it authenticated and graded, as this simple step can dramatically increase its value. And if you're hunting for one, keep your eyes sharp, because these coins often hide in plain sight, waiting for the right person to recognize their worth. The 1982 D Roosevelt dime is more than just a 10-cent coin. It's a potential fortune, a piece of American heritage, and a symbol of what makes coin collecting so thrilling. From its iconic design to its hidden rarities, this dime proves that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest value. So, the next time you come across a Roosevelt dime, take a closer look. You might just be holding a treasure worth thousands, or even millions. Remember, in the world of rare coins, knowledge and attention to detail can turn ordinary change into extraordinary wealth. Next up in the United States, Roosevelt dime from 1983 D. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary coin, something you'd expect to find rattling around in your pocket change. But what if I told you that this humble dime could potentially hold unimaginable value? Yes, you heard that right. Some of these rare coins have sold for amounts that can make your jaw drop. These are not just pieces of metal. They are pieces of history, treasures that tell a story of a nation, a time, and a minting era or rarity that collectors go absolutely crazy for. The 1983 D Roosevelt dime features the familiar and iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, on its obverse side. Roosevelt, who served during the Great Depression and World War II, became a symbol of resilience and hope for America. The design was intended to honor his legacy and commitment to the nation, especially his instrumental role in creating the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. Around his portrait, you'll notice the inscriptions, Liberty, the national motto, In God We Trust, and the date, 1983, with the mint mark D representing the Denver Mint. This simple yet powerful design carries deep historical significance. Now, here's where things get interesting. While millions of dimes were minted in 1983, only a handful are considered rare and highly valuable. Why? Because rarity in the coin world is often tied to factors such as minting errors, low mintage numbers, or coins struck under unique conditions. Some 1983 D dimes have been discovered with remarkable die errors, doubling on the lettering, or even missing design elements. These are the types of features that send collectors into a frenzy. When such a coin is certified by a reputable grading company in high condition, especially in mint state or proof-like finish, it can fetch thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Flip the coin over to the reverse, and you'll see another masterpiece. The reverse design features a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. Each symbol is loaded with meaning. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch stands for peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and victory. Encircling these elements are the words United States of America and one dime, along with the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. These are not just decorative touches. They embody the values upon which the United States was built. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1983 D dime so special in the modern coin market? It's not just about age, it's about demand and rarity. Even though the 1983 D is part of the Roosevelt Dime series that's still in circulation today, certain specimens have unique characteristics that elevate their worth dramatically. Some coins from this year have perfect luster, sharp strikes, and absolutely no signs of wear, making them highly sought after by serious collectors. Combine this with any minting anomaly, and you have a coin that could be worth a small fortune. Here's an eye-opener. A regular 1983 D dime in circulated condition might only be worth its face value, 10 cents. But a pristine example in mint state condition, especially one graded MS-68 or higher, can command prices ranging from several hundred to even thousands of dollars. And if you're lucky enough to own one with a rare error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or missing mint mark, the value could skyrocket beyond your wildest expectations. This is why coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters are constantly on the lookout for these hidden gems. Imagine holding in your hand what appears to be an ordinary dime, but in reality, it's a coin that could pay off your debts, buy you a car, or even contribute to a down payment on a house. That's the excitement and thrill of coin collecting, turning what seems like pocket change into life-changing wealth. Some rare dimes have sold at auctions for staggering sums, turning their owners into overnight sensations in the numismatic world. These aren't fairy tales. These are real stories of people who stumbled upon a fortune in the most unexpected places. The beauty of the 1983 D Roosevelt Dime is that it's still out there. It hasn't vanished into history books or museum collections. It could be sitting in your coin jar, tucked away in an old wallet, or hiding in a collection you inherited from a relative. Every time you come across a dime from the early 1980s, take a closer look. Inspect the details, check for errors, and consider its condition. That little bit of attention could make the difference between spending 10 cents and cashing in for thousands. A coin like the 1983 D Roosevelt Dime does not rely solely on its age to become a treasure. It thrives on its scarcity, condition, and those quirky errors that happen during the minting process. In fact, some of the most valuable coins in history were never intended to be rare. They became legends because of tiny imperfections that escaped the mint's watchful eye. Collectors crave these imperfections because they represent uniqueness. No two error coins are the same, which means owning one is like holding a one-of-a-kind artifact. And when you combine that with the historical charm of Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy, you have a coin that stands out as more than currency. It's an investment, a conversation piece, and a slice of American history all rolled into one. Now imagine this. Somewhere, right now, someone could be unknowingly spending a rare 1983 D dime at a convenience store or dropping it into a parking meter without a second thought. That's the magic of coin collecting. The treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting for sharp-eyed enthusiasts to discover them. You could be the next person to find one. So, before you let another dime slip through your fingers, take a moment to inspect it. Look for sharp details, mint marks, and any unusual features. That tiny coin might hold the key to an unbelievable fortune, turning an ordinary day into an extraordinary story. Because in the world of numismatics, one small discovery can truly change your life forever. Collectors and investors know that coins like the 1983 D Roosevelt Dime are more than metal, they're tangible assets. They offer a glimpse into history and carry a sense of nostalgia and national pride. They also serve as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. Owning rare coins isn't just a hobby. For many, it's a smart investment. And with each passing year, as pristine examples become scarcer, the value of these coins continues to climb. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the significance of these dimes can open doors to opportunities you never imagined. So, the next time you come across a 1983 D Roosevelt dime, remember this. It could be far more than just a dime. It might be your ticket to a new chapter of wealth and adventure. These small pieces of history hold stories of liberty, resilience, and craftsmanship. And for those who know where to look and what to look for, they also hold the power to change fortunes. Don't underestimate the value of what's in your pocket. You never know when you might be holding a tiny treasure that could turn your world upside down. Next up in the Today, we're diving deep into the secrets of the 1970 dime, its design, its history, and why it could potentially make you a fortune. So buckle up, because this isn't just about a coin. It's about a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. The 1970 Roosevelt dime features the unmistakable profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left. His portrait is a symbol of strength and leadership during one of America's toughest times, the Great Depression and World War II. Above this historic face lies the bold word liberty, and just below, the powerful phrase, "In God we trust." To the right of Roosevelt's image, you'll see the year 1970, which, believe it or not, could mean everything to a collector. On the reverse, the design explodes with symbolism: an olive branch for peace, a torch for liberty, and an oak branch representing victory. These aren't just random elements. They tell the story of a nation built on ideals of freedom and strength. So what makes the 1970 dime so extraordinary? It's not just any ordinary coin. It's a piece of numismatic art, and certain rare varieties are worth thousands, sometimes even more. You see, the 1970 dime came out during an era of transition in U.S. coinage, and some error strikes and special mint marks have made specific examples incredibly rare. Some of these coins were struck in proof sets and even mistakenly on silver planchets, making them prized possessions for serious collectors. Imagine finding one of these in a jar of old coins. That's like discovering a diamond in your backyard. Collectors hunt for particular varieties of the 1970 dime, such as those with the no S mint mark error on proof coins. This is when a dime intended to have the San Francisco mint mark S simply doesn't have it at all. These error coins are extremely scarce, and their rarity sends their price skyrocketing. Another factor that adds immense value is the condition of the coin. A dime in extra fine or uncirculated condition can command a premium far beyond its face value. A coin graded at the top levels by professional grading services can easily break records at auctions. What's fascinating is how a coin that once passed through countless hands could suddenly become a treasure. Most 1970 dimes are worth their face value, but the rare ones, the ones with errors or unique characteristics, are the ones collectors dream about. Some examples of these coins have fetched thousands of dollars at auctions. The key is rarity and demand. When you combine a small mintage, a major error, and a coin in pristine condition, you have a recipe for a numismatic jackpot. But why do these coins matter so much to collectors and investors? It's not just about the metal. It's about history, rarity, and the thrill of owning something few others possess. Coins like the 1970 dime are tangible pieces of America's story. They represent a connection to the past, a symbol of craftsmanship, and in some cases, a potential gold mine. With coin collecting gaining popularity every year, rare dimes from the 1970s are becoming harder to find and more expensive to buy. Now, let's talk about design details that truly set this dime apart. On the reverse, the inscriptions United States of America and one dime frame the elegant design of the torch flanked by branches. Just above, the motto, E pluribus unum, boldly declares unity in diversity. Out of many, one. These small details make the coin not only a financial asset, but a work of art. Every line, every inscription carries meaning. This level of craftsmanship is one reason why older dimes like the 1970 issue hold such allure in the collecting world. So how much can a rare 1970 dime actually sell for? While most regular circulation coins are worth just 10 cents, some rare error coins have sold for thousands. In pristine condition or with unique characteristics like the No S proof, you could be looking at a coin valued in the five-figure range. Yes, you heard that right. What once bought you a piece of candy could now buy you a luxury vacation, a car, or even a down payment on a home. If you have old coins lying around, it's time to check them. That dusty jar of change could be your ticket to a windfall. Look closely for the date, mint mark, and condition. Even better, have your coins appraised by a professional. Rare coins are changing lives every day. Collectors, investors, and hobbyists are willing to pay top dollar for pieces that tell a story and hold historic significance. Don't let a rare treasure slip through your fingers because you thought it was just spare change. The 1970 dime is the sheer unpredictability of its value in today's booming coin market. The numismatic world is full of stories where ordinary people discovered these rare coins tucked away in old boxes or inherited collections, only to learn they were sitting on a small fortune. Auction houses have witnessed intense bidding wars for rare 1970 dimes, especially those graded as PR 70, perfect proof condition, or those with unique minting errors. These coins aren't just worth a few $100s, some reach into the thousands, and their value continues to climb as collectors compete to own a piece of American history. The scarcity factor combined with the emotional connection to Roosevelt's legacy makes these dimes an irresistible catch for serious buyers. Now, let's delve deeper into why this coin has captured the imagination of both hobbyists and investors. The 1970 dime stands as a relic from an era of change, politically, economically, and socially. During this period, America was redefining its role on the global stage, and its coinage reflected strength and unity. When you hold a 1970 dime, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a piece of that transformative history. Collectors are drawn to the narrative behind each coin, the artistry, the symbolism, and the minting quirks that make certain examples one of a kind. It's these details that turn a small silver-colored disc into a highly prized collectible and an appreciating asset that could outperform traditional investments over time. So, what does this mean for you as a potential coin hunter? It means opportunity is closer than you think. Rare coins like the 1970 dime often surface in the most unexpected places: estate sales, flea markets, inherited collections, or even in loose change. With the right knowledge and a little patience, you could uncover a gem that others have overlooked. And the best part? The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. With online auctions, numismatic forums, and dedicated coin shows, it has never been easier to find buyers willing to pay top dollar. Your journey into coin collecting could start with something as simple as checking the coins in your pocket today, and who knows, that 1970 dime might just change your life forever. In conclusion, the 1970 Roosevelt dime isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity. With its stunning design, historical value, and the potential for rare variations, this small piece of metal could be worth more than you ever imagined. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1970 dime is proof that even the smallest things can hold immense power. So next time you see a dime, don't overlook it. It could be the key to your fortune. Who knows? Your next discovery might just turn your pocket change into a life-changing treasure. Next up in the 1990 D Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary 10-cent coin, something you'd find in your pocket change. But appearances can be deceiving, because some of these coins, under very specific conditions, are worth thousands of dollars, and in rare circumstances, even much more. Collectors worldwide are hunting for unique varieties, errors, and pristine conditions that make these coins incredibly. Let's start by talking about the design, because every detail on this coin carries meaning. On the obverse, or front, of the 1990 D dime, you'll find the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's face is shown in profile, facing left, a design that has remained unchanged since 1946 as a tribute to his leadership and the creation of the March of Dimes to fight polio. Surrounding his image are powerful inscriptions, Liberty, to the left, and In God We Trust, just below his chin. The date, 1990, is placed near the lower right edge, with the small letter D denoting the Denver Mint. It's simple yet elegant, and every detail counts when determining rarity and value. Flip the coin over to the reverse side, and you'll see an intricate and meaningful design that stands the test of time. At the center, a burning torch symbolizes liberty, flanked by two branches, an olive branch representing peace on the left, and an oak branch symbolizing strength and victory on the right. Above the torch lies the motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one. Surrounding this central image are the words, United States of America, along the top, and one dime, along the bottom. It's a beautiful emblem of American values, and for collectors, it's a design steeped in history. And now, why is the 1990 D Roosevelt dime considered so special by collectors? Most of the 1990 D dimes are worth just face value, 10 cents, because billions were minted for circulation. However, there are key factors that can make a coin extremely valuable: mint errors, special varieties, and condition. For example, some 1990 D dimes have been discovered without a mint mark, which should never happen on a Denver minted coin. Others may have striking errors like off-center designs, double dies, or even full brockage strikes. These rare mistakes instantly transform a regular dime into a numismatic treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Condition is another huge factor in determining value. Collectors prize coins in the highest grades, such as mint state 65 or above, with full original luster and no wear. A 1990 D dime graded at the top by PCGS or NGC can fetch impressive prices at auction because collectors want the very best examples for their sets. And if the coin has a special attribute like full bands on the torch, which indicates a strong strike, its value skyrockets even further. The difference between a worn 1990 D dime and a pristine gem can be the difference between 10 cents and thousands of dollars. Let's talk numbers because this is where things get exciting. While a common circulated 1990 D dime is only worth its face value, some rare error examples and high-grade specimens have sold for staggering amounts. For instance, a superbly preserved MS-68 1990 D dime with full bands can command hundreds of dollars or more. Combine that with an unusual minting error, and you're looking at a coin that could easily cross into the thousands. That's the magic of numismatics. Hidden treasures waiting in plain sight. Imagine the thrill of finding one of these valuable coins in your change. It happens more often than you think. Many error coins slip through the minting process undetected and enter circulation. This means the next dime you pull from your pocket could be worth far more than 10 cents. That's why collectors and treasure hunters carefully examine every coin T. But rarity isn't the only reason people love the 1990 D Roosevelt dime. It's also a piece of American history. Every coin carries the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The symbols on the reverse, liberty, peace, and strength, speak to the values that define America. Owning a rare or high-grade dime isn't just about the money. It's about holding a piece of that history in your hands. The 1990 D dime is that it was minted during a period of technological advancement in the U.S. minting process, yet errors still managed to slip through. While modern equipment drastically reduced mistakes compared to earlier decades, human oversight and machine flaws meant that unique varieties still occurred. Coins with off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or incomplete impressions became instant collector's items. These errors are rare because the mint quickly catches most mistakes, which is why any surviving piece becomes incredibly desirable in today's market. Think about it. Owning an error coin is like holding a snapshot of a moment when the precision of the mint faltered, creating an unintentional masterpiece. Another aspect that drives collectors wild is the thrill of the hunt. Unlike some rare coins locked away in museums or private collections, the 1990 D dime still appears in circulation. This accessibility fuels the excitement because anyone could stumble upon a valuable coin in their everyday life. Many stories exist of people finding rare dimes in old coin jars, inherited collections, or even loose change at the grocery store. That possibility turns every transaction into a treasure hunt. For serious collectors, coin shows, auctions, and online bidding wars are arenas of intense competition, where rare 1990 D dimes can spark bidding frenzies and fetch jaw-dropping prices. Lastly, the sentimental value cannot be overlooked. Coins like the 1990 D dime connect us to the past in a tangible way. They've circulated through countless hands, witnessed everyday moments, and survived decades of economic changes. When you hold one of these coins, especially a rare variety, you're not just holding metal, you're holding history, art, and the essence of craftsmanship. For many collectors, the joy of owning such a piece outweighs even its monetary worth. It's about preserving a legacy, a passion that spans generations, and the pride of knowing that within your collection lies a piece of American culture that may never be replicated. So what should you look for if you want to find a valuable 1990 D dime? Start with condition.